Hi, travelers. Tara here, and I want to first apologize for the fact that I have no teeth at the bottom. As some of you know, I had like this major dental event, which, by the way, if you have Saturn crossing your ascendant, these are things you want to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to your teeth, your hips, your back, your knees, bone things in general. And completely working that went over my own head. And I went to the dentist to have one tooth looked at, and I get there and he goes, "Oh no, we got to pull all four because you've got bone loss." I was like, what the hell? So I am awaiting word back through the VA. And so they're going to have to send me out into the community. They're not going to be able to do anything at the VA dental clinic because they are closed. And so this is just a short update to let you know what's happening. I sent out a newsletter talking about an August 1-hour reading special. I'll post the link to the newsletter that I sent out in case you're interested. And that's what I had. I've had a couple of you contact me asking me, had you missed it? No, you haven't missed it. And in fact, I'm going to start accepting bookings for this. Let me look at my calendar. Next week on the 10th. So I'm going to post it up. I'm going to send out another newsletter, and I'm going to open up a newsletter. It'll have the link on Monday, probably at midnight Sunday. So it'll go out first thing Monday morning for the links in case you want to book. And the reason why I'm placing it around that week is because it's going to be falling through two eclipses. Okay, we had one on August 3rd, our new moon. It was, I think, a partial solar eclipse. I'm not exactly sure. I just wrote an article, can't remember anything. But then we have another one coming up on August 19th, and this will be a full moon. I think it's a total solar eclipse. I'm don't quote me on that, but find out, do a Google search. And that's going to be the big one. And the reason why I say that is it's falling in the sign of Leo. And for those of you who don't know astrology, Leo rules your fifth house of your chart. And your fifth house is associated with dating, sex, sexual relationships and encounters, pregnancy, abortion, miscarriages, godchildren, children, adopted children, foster children, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, and creative projects involving a junior demographic. Usually those people that are 20 years younger than you, or at least are old enough to be your kids. And at this particular point in time, we also have these weird Cancer Capricorn oppositions that are occurring. And Cancer rules your work, your career, your success, but it also rules your governments and your heads of states, or your heads of states. So we're looking at presidents, prime ministers, governors, and mayors. Cancer rules your home or your fourth house. So this is going to be about things that are affecting your house, your home, where you live, your city, your town, your country, but also your family. And so at 2 o'clock today, right now it is 12:45 Central Standard Time where I live. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas. And at 2 o'clock today, we're going to have my daughter, her school is having a Zoom orientation. Kids are scheduled to go back to school here August 13th. And this falls between those two eclipses. And I'm extremely worried about the August 19th eclipse. For those of you who've been with me a while, you know that eclipses hide things. And given that we are in this particularly here in Texas, we're in a bad way in terms of coronavirus infections, hospital rates, and deaths. And my little town, Corpus Christi, Texas, is number three in the state of Texas for the number of infections and deaths. And so I'm extremely worried. I'm sure that many of you who have children or nieces and nephews or even grandkids, are also worried. So that is why I'm going to hold off and put those that reading special in between those two. So starting the week of August 10th, I'm going to start accepting bookings. So please If you have not signed up for my newsletter and you'd like to get in on this special, it's I think half price for the special. For members, it's actually a little bit lower than half price. Please go to my website and you can click on I can never figure this out, the little eye that's up here in the corner. That'll take you directly over to the website where you can sign up for the newsletter. You don't have to be a member to partake of this reading special. So if you've never had a tarot card reading, or if you've never had one with me, now's going to be your opportunity. The website members, I have just posted an article. It's actually your preview to your horoscopes for August 2020. I've got a lot of things that I'm juggling in the air besides dealing with, my kid going back to school and the administration, as it were. I have enrolled in the Texas Agricultural Life Extension, Texas Master Gardener program. As you know, I've been telling you guys we're going to have to start growing our own food. So I've actually signed up for a course, and I will be getting my designation as a Texas Master Gardener. This is not just for me, but it is also to help my community, the neighborhood in which I live. Whatever I learn, I'm going to share. Whatever I grow, I'm going to share, because we're all in this together. So I have that going on. In addition to that, I have volunteered to help them out with their website. So now I have an additional website that I'm working on. And then I just attended a lovely meeting with the Conscious Cafe. And if you don't know the Conscious Cafe, you can do a Google search for them. Check them out on Twitter. Their handle is @conscious_cafe. But I did a lovely meeting with them where Jessica Adams, my favorite astrologer in the whole wide world, I learned so much from her, and what I'm learning from her is what I'm sharing with you, okay? This is how I study. I've taken her courses. I go to her website. I try my best to really learn as much as I can from her. And her astrology is real practical, real world kind of stuff that you can use now, not esoteric in the clouds. It's something that can really help you. And so I had a meeting. We had a Zoom class meeting with her. I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do it because she lives in Tasmania. But it was beautiful. It was great. The Conscious Cafe is also great because it is an online, somewhat meditation space. And so at this particular point in time, I think everybody is, I kind of feel like the whole country here in America is a battered woman. And Donald Trump is our abuser. And whether you of course my camera cut off, so and what I was about to say was, whether or not you are a Republican or a Democrat, whether or not you agree with the president or you don't agree with the president, what I mean by that the whole country, I feel like the whole country is being abused, is that there's so much chaos, there's so much misinformation, there's so many sneaky things going on behind the scenes. Some of it is even out in the open, that I kind of feel as though we all are just, that's like a battered woman syndrome. We're tired, we're frightened, we are confused. We don't know who to believe, what not to believe. We don't know what is true, what is not true. And it's just this kind of energy that makes you tired. It's a weight that weighs you down. And it's like you can't get out from under it. So I want you guys to bear with me, because I'm going to be bringing you your August horoscopes. I'll be doing all 12 of them for the website, for the YouTube channel. And then I'm going to do a few extra ones in the background on the website. So again, please just kind of bear with me. That's coming up. Already started on the websites for the channel here. I have to finish them and then process them and get them up. And then for those of you on the website, if you don't know already, if you haven't logged in, I did an open reading, I think last week, but I'm going to bring you something extra this week. So perhaps like you, I have a lot of irons in the fire. I'm trying to attend to them as they come up. I think the second thing that I'm a bit, in the dark about in terms of the August 19th date in this eclipse is that I think it's going to involve not only my kid going back to school, but also something to do with my dental work. So, we shall see because Mercury's involved. Also, you need to be aware that Mars is afoot and he's doing some stuff. And he will be making some aspects to other planets. And these may affect you personally. It may affect you through 6 degrees of separation, somebody that you know, who knows somebody, and it may affect us on a larger scale. Mars always brings about heat, speed, anger, energy, sometimes war or warlike postures. And this odd thing of this explosion that happened in Beirut, Lebanon. I haven't had a chance to look at the chart. I don't even have the book. And I want to thank Jessica Adams for showing me the book with the horoscopes of the nations, because I ordered it and I can't wait for it to get here. But I want to go back and look at that chart of Beirut, Lebanon, and see what kind of, put it into motion and see what kind of aspects that maybe Mars and Uranus were making on the day of that explosion, because it's just something that doesn't sit right with me about it. It's just something that doesn't sit right. And my daughter has a very, very beloved teacher who is from Lebanon, and his family is there. And I'm, I just, this is such a crazy time. But as you guys know, I've been telling y'all, 2020 was nothing gonna be the same. So, prepare for the unexpected. We shall, hopefully prepare for expect the best, expect the, what is it? Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, because we don't know what's coming down the pike. We really don't. We have absolutely no clue. And we can't trust anything that we're hearing now. And I think this is the most dangerous aspect of anything else that's going on. I mean, everything. It's just one of those situations that's once in a lifetime. I just got the news as well. Yesterday, the National Weather Center updated their hurricane forecast. They're predicting anywhere from 19 to 25 storms, okay, with 7 to 11 of them becoming full-blown hurricane, actually making landfall, and 3 to 6 of those becoming full-blown hurricanes. And they are expecting the pattern of the hurricanes to be longer in duration, not necessarily stronger, but simply longer in duration. I just went through Hannah, and then Isaias just came up the East Coast and all the way, and tore up crap all the way up to Pennsylvania. So these are crazy times that we're living in. Have faith. We will make it through. Do what you need to do to protect yourself, both physically. Try to maintain your spiritual health. Whatever that means, whatever you've got to do that, employ that, because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. At some point, we're going to come out the other side of this. And, we need to be strong, and we need to have faith, and we need to do the things that are necessary to help us make it through this. So with that being said, that's all I wanted to let you guys know. I do hope that I made any sense. If you have any questions, you can also find my email address listed on the main page of my website. Again, click the little I that's going to pop up here, and that'll take you over to the main page where you can both click the email address or you can sign up to the newsletter. So with that said, namaste, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hopefully by end of 2020 I'll have some teeth. Oh, pray for me. So until next time, namaste.